All right, shalom, shalom. Want to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to. Hold on, let me make sure my thing's on. Yeah, okay. I want to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makak Wadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you brothers and sisters out there. I'm your brother Zion. Coming back at you with another lesson. And I'm outside, so if you hear some wind, Salakia for that. But if you hear some wind, it's just I'm out here chilling. But today's lesson is gonna be various topics. I'm not gonna make it too long, make it a quick hit. This is Matthew 24:1. And Yahushua went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him to shew him the buildings of the temple. Salakia. Verse 2. And Yahushua said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. And that's talking about the nuclear destruction. One stone upon another, referring to the coming destruction by the nuclear missiles. Salakia. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. All right, verse 3. And he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of their coming in the end of the world? Salakia. And the breakdown of that is end of the world, end of an age. So the actual world's not going to be destroyed, but the end of a society, the end of an age. Because right now we live in an Esau society, Esau's age. Because we got to pay payments, you got to pay car notes and bills, and shit happens. You can lose a job, or you could be working a temporary job, and then, all type of shit can happen. The disciples understood that when the Roman Empire was destroyed, the kingdom of Israel would be established. What they didn't understand, though, was that the Roman Empire was going to fall and then rise again in Revelation 17 and 18. So I'm going to bring that out. Lord, don't make me sneeze. I don't got no tissue with me right now. All right, this is Revelation 17 and 8. The beast that though sauce was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. And from what I remember, the bottomless pit is Europe. And before I say that, the bottomless pit is Esau. Yeah, Salakia, my fault. The bottomless pit is Esau coming back into power. Okay. It shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And that they dwell on the earth shall wonder whose names were not written in the book of life on the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and yet is. And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit. Esau started coming back into power at the time of the Renaissance around the mid 1400s, whose names were not written. The only people that can be written in the book of life are the elect of Israel. So, basically, what this is saying is, not all Israel is written in the book of life. The only people that's written in the book of life is the elect of Israel, which is a remnant, all right? Which is a remnant, a small portion. You got the 144,000 men from each tribe, all the way from Judah to Issachar. And then you got the 1/3 women, men, and children. But the governing body is the 144,000, This is, I'm about to go back to Matthew 24. Yeah, let me go back to Matthew 24. I don't want to go too far in Revelations, even though I kind of did want to go in there. This is verse 4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you. So in these times that we're living in, it's a lot of deceiving going on, a lot of lying, a lot of false prophets going out. You got niggas saying the MOTB is the damn white women in Christianity. You know, you got niggas saying that. You got niggas saying, oh, you can take the microchip. It doesn't matter, brother. It's June. It ain't no microchips. You know, you got brothers saying that. All right. You got, what was I about to say? This is, yeah, you got all types of niggas making lies and stuff, man. All right. All right, this is verse 5. For many shall come in my name saying, I am Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. So you got niggas out here that really call themselves Hamashiach, which means anointed, the anointed. I think either that or it means some. I think it means anointed from what I remember. You got niggas out there calling themselves Hamashiach. You know, they think they're the Lord Yahushua. That's what they think. You know, and they're not. Because like the scripture say, verse 6. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So the end is near, but it's not yet. Because in order for all this shit to pop off, you need the MOTB to be made mandatory in order for this stuff to pop off. And if you're looking at these news articles and stuff like that, you got all these digital currencies coming out and articles on the digital currency and the dollar collapsing and the economy collapsing and all that, this, that, and the third going on. So this is Matthew 24:7. For a nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. All right. And in the next scripture, Matthew 24:8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. So this ain't the end of sorrow. It's just the beginning. You know how Jake said, "Oh, it ain't the end yet. We just getting started." You know, that's how Jake be talking. All right. This is verse 9. All right. This is Matthew 24:9. They shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. So some of us brothers, man, we gonna have to go before big governments and shit. They gonna afflict us. Hell, we might even be killed for this word and the truth. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. This is Matthew 24:10. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. So it's going to be a lot of people offended. A lot of people's going to be backstabbed and backdoored and betrayed. And, you know, it's going to be, and one's going to hate another, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is verse 11. And many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. IUIC, Sakari, ISUPK, those type people, they're false prophets, man. Because they're not telling y'all what's going on up in the earth right now. They're sitting up here telling you the exact opposite of what the Bible tells you not to do, man. I mean, tells you what to do. They'll tell you can take the MOTB. They could tell you can take the damn, the fucking 19. They're telling you that you can, they're telling you ass backwards stuff, all right? So, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. Because these false prophets out here, they're going to deceive many, man. Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Yeah, so, you know, the love of many, man, your cousin might stab you. Your damn daddy might shoot you in your back. Your damn grandma might grab her little pea shooter 22 out of her purse and shoot you in your damn nose. You know, it's going to be a lot of backstabbing going on here. A lot of backdooring, you know. A lot of people it's going to be a lot of packs getting smoked out here in the times to come. You know, like Jake said. It's going to be a lot of people getting their packs smoked on. You know, all that gang banging and shit, you know. All these niggas in the world is calling each other, oh, I'm your brother, man. You know, I got you for life, bro. You know, you my nigga, dog. You know, all that going on, man. It's, you know, them niggas gonna shoot and kill each other, man. All right, this is verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So, you know, brothers like myself, brothers like Gadal Gabar, brothers like Rayim, brothers like Mashiach Razakah, you know, brothers like them, you know, brothers like us, you know, if we endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, man. All right, this is verse 14. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. So that's how you know the word's reaching out all over the place. Because there's Israelites all over the damn place, man. And that's waking up and actually teaching the truth, man. This is Matthew 24:15. And when you therefore shall see the abomination of desolation, Salakia. I didn't mean to put that in there. Spoken of by Daniel the prophet, stand in the holy place. Whosoever readeth, let him understand. And the breakdown of that's talking about expounded on in Daniel 9, abomination of desolation, 70 AD, not twofold, as the deliverance to come will be in the sight of Israel's enemies. Abomination, the multiple wicked things that Antiochus the fifth did in the temple. This is verse 16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. So this was referring to 70 AD when our people had to flee, man. And them times are gonna be it's gonna come back to the earth, except for much worse. Because the times we're coming into, they're gonna be so damn bad that we're gonna need what's his name? We're gonna need Michael the archangel to stand up for the people, for the children of thy people. So we're gonna need Michael the archangel to stand up in the times we're about to come into. And he got a very, very high ranking in the spiritual world, man. All right, this is Matthew 24:17. Let him which is on the housetop not come down to take anything out of his house. Verse 18. Neither let him which is in the field return back to take his clothes. Verse 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. And this verse is referring to 70 AD only. This deliverance will be way of the chariots with the elect and their wives and children being beamed up, according to 1 Thessalonians 4:17 and Revelation 11:12. And we're going to go into that. This is 1 Thessalonians 4:17. And then we which are alive and remain, Salakia. I was having a hard time seeing because of the sun. Then which we are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds. Because not all of us are like men in Israel are going to die. Some of us are going to be, of course, some of us are like men, or some of us are going to be martyrs. You know, some of us going to get our head chopped off. Some of us going to get shot down. Some of us are going to be, we're going to die in different type of ways, man. But, you know, some brothers die before the trouble comes. You know, some brothers pass away in their sleep, you know. But nevertheless, you know, it's like them we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so shall we ever be with the Lord in the clouds or the chariots, man. And let me read verse 16, because that's important to you, because this is for if you die in the faith, you know, if you die in the truth. But 1 Thessalonians 4:16, for the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of an archangel, and with the trump of God, and the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. And the dead in Hamashiach shall rise first. Those that died doing the work of the Lord will be risen first. All right, so let's go back. Let's go to Revelation 11:12. I was thinking about a scripture I brought out like a little while ago. I have to find it here again, because I ain't brought it out in quite a while. It was something about how our people in the spirit world plead with the Lord to hasten the day. So we hasten the Lord to hasten the day of the Lord, so the Lord can rule again and stuff like that. Something like that. I forgot what it was, but I have to probably watch one of my lessons back to get it. Or if not, if it comes to me, I'll pull it. But this is matter of fact, when I go home, I'm gonna find it. This is Revelations 11:12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they are sent up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Israel's enemies will see them being delivered. In Wisdom 5. Alright, this is Wisdom 5:2. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangers of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. So they ain't gonna expect niggas and spicks and niggas, spicks, and tomahawks to be beamed up. They don't expect that. This is Matthew 24:20. But pray ye that your flight be not in the winter, neither on the Sabbath day. And this verse was referring to 70 AD only. But this is verse 21. For then shall great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, nor ever shall be. Verse 22. And except those days shall be shortened. So the reason why time's going by fast, and 1 minute is 1 o'clock, next minute is 12 o'clock the next day. The reason why time is going by fast because the Lord is making these days going in and out. Because if the Lord didn't shorten the days, there would be no flesh days. So that's what there wouldn't be no elect or no flesh saved. For the elect's sake, those days are short. So hold on. Let me reword this right. The reason why the Lord is shortened the days because if he didn't, the elect or anybody wouldn't be saved, Let me read it. And except those days shall be shortened, should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And this is verse 23. And then if any man shall say unto you, lo, here is Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. And this is the last verse. This is Matthew 24. Salakia. This is Matthew 24:24. For then shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, and so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. So if it was possible, they would try to deceive the very elect. But with that being said, hopefully this was an edifying, quick hitter. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Bashem, Rakah, Kodash. Shalom to the next lesson. DTA, Abba, Shalom.